Why would someone pay more per square foot for a house built in 1955 than for brand new construction going up right now? That's exactly what's happening in Johnson County. And a few miles from where it's happening, one single zip code just closed 425 home sales in the last 12 months, more than the county's 3 best known luxury neighborhoods combined. Same county, same 12 months, and 2 completely different markets, and almost nobody's showing you both sides of all of it at once. I'm Hannah Murrell, and this is Living in Johnson County. And I track closed sales, not just asking prices, not listings, actual closings across all 15 Johnson County cities every week. Today I'm walking you through where new money is buying in real volume and what old money is doing instead, using the actual sold data behind both. Start with the obvious assumption, because you need to see why it doesn't hold for a family on a timeline. Mission Hills is still the most prestigious zip code in the state. Estate lots, old growth trees, homes that don't turn over for decades. That part of the reputation is accurate. What's changed is supply. In a typical month, you might find a small handful of active listings there, total across the entire zip. You can't build a relocation plan for an executive with a start date around a market with 3 or 4 houses to choose from. So if you've got a moving truck already scheduled, you're not competing for one of those. You're going wherever the actual construction and the actual inventory are. And right now, that's concentrated in one stretch of the county for reasons that have nothing to do with real estate and everything to do with who's hiring. Garmin's global headquarters campus sits in South Olathe. The company is up to roughly 23,000 employees worldwide now, and Olathe remains its largest single site. Still going through another round of expansion, that's a steady feed of engineering and executive level buyers into this part of the county year after year. Panasonic's plant in JoCo is one of the largest economic development projects in the state history, and it just picked up a second act. This year, the company announced early plans to also produce batteries for AI data centers at that same plant, layered on top of the EV and the robo-tax battery lines already running. Here's why that matters for price point. This is mainly a $400,000 to $600,000 buyer. Skilled manufacturing, engineering, plant management, and a volume wave, not a luxury one, and one that's still climbing toward full capacity. And then there's the Chiefs. And this is a bigger story than most people realize. It's not a satellite office. It's a full relocation out of Missouri and into Kansas. A $300 million headquarter and practice facility is going up at College Boulevard and Ridgeview Road in Olathe, Kansas. The land is already secured and the architect is already picked up, and they're targeting for a 2031 opening. Stack the school districts on top of all of that, Blue Valley currently ranks #1 in the state inside the top 1% nationally. DeSoto sits right behind it, and Olathe and Shawnee Mission both land in the state's top 10. And all 4 districts overlap this exact same stretch of the county as those employers. For a family relocating here, that's not really a decision anymore. It's already made for them. So let's start with the loudest data set, not the prestige conversation. 66221 runs roughly from 159th Street down to 199th, between Flum and State Line. And it just posted the deepest closing data of anywhere in this video. 425 homes sold in the last 12 months. Median sales price was $860,000 and the average was $967,000. The median price per square foot was $227, and it's fast. 10 days on market at the median, closing right at full asking price. That's the dual income family, usually a $700,000 to $1.5 million budget. Buying new construction inside Blue Valley School District in real volume, not in trickles. New sections keep opening and pushing further south, with earlier phases filling in behind them. Every employer I just walked through commutes through this exact stretch. Garmin, Panasonic, and the future Chiefs campus, all of it. That's not a coincidence. It's what the sold data looks like when a corridor sits at the intersection of 3 major employer investments all at once. Closer into those same employers, Cedar Creek is built around not having to pick one price tier and stay there. Shadow Glen Golf Club, a private lake, miles of trails running through the community, no gate at the entrance, and it doesn't need one. 49 homes closed here in the last 12 months, with the median sale at $900,000 and the average at $1.19 million, pulled up by the estates here. 19 days on market at the median and closing around 98% of asking price. Enough room to negotiate, not a market anyone's desperate to unload off into. That range is what makes the neighborhood work for two very different buyers at once. A Panasonic plant manager finding real value at the entry point and an executive ready to build custom, both inside the same zip code. Stilwell solves a problem that the rest of the county has mostly run out of room to solve: land. It's unincorporated, tucked into the southeast corner of Johnson County, and largely untouched by subdivision-style building. 2 to 10 plus acre lots, wooded terrain, and horse properties. The kind of acreage that would run multiples out of this price point in a California horse country. The pitch here is specific. Real acreage inside Blue Valley School District. That pairing doesn't exist anywhere else in the county. 73 homes closed here in the last 12 months, and the spread is the widest of anywhere in the video, from the mid $300,000 all the way up to $6.5 million, with a median sale price of $650,000. Same city, starter tier homes, and multi-million-dollar estates, both moving. And despite that range, it's the fastest submarket of the four. 8 days on market at the median, essentially full asking price, and inventory stays scarce almost year-round. This is where buyers land once they've maxed out what Leawood can offer, but won't leave the district, trading a country club membership for acreage and actual distance between houses. Lake Quivira is one submarket in this video that isn't speeding up, and that's the story worth telling here. It's its own incorporated city, 24-hour gated security, around 800 homes, and wrapped around a 255-acre lake. Most private lakes in this metro are no wake only. Quivira actually allows real motorboating. 18-hole course country club, marina, and beach, all resident only, and every purchase comes with a mandatory foundation membership to the club, running $20,000 to $40,000 as a one-time fee. Worth knowing before a buyer falls in love with a listing. Only 20 homes closed here in the last 12 months, which is the smallest sample of any submarket in this video, so treat any single number very carefully. But the shape of the data is real. Median sales price is up over 1.1 million, and price per square foot is the highest of anywhere I'm covering by a wide margin, around $340 a square foot. Days on market has stretched to 80 at the median, with sales closing a little under full price. There are 5 active listings right now, and 2 of them sitting on the market past 120 days. That's the top of this market, genuinely cooling, in a way none of the other 3 submarkets are. Buyers with patience have real leverage here that they don't have 6 miles away in 66221. So that's the 4 submarkets absorbing new residents and real volume. Here's the half of the story most videos never show you. What happened to the neighborhoods I opened with? The answer is close to nothing, and that's the exact point. Legacy sales and homes built 50 plus years ago, priced over 1.5 million, are overwhelmingly concentrated in a single zip code, 66208. Mission Hills and Prairie Village. Of 45 legacy sales, over 1.5 million countywide in the last year, 32 happened there, worth $72.8 million combined. Nowhere else in the county is close. Here's the number that actually surprises people. Those old homes are outselling new construction on a price per square foot basis. Legacy homes are averaging $463 a square foot, while brand new construction, 0 to 2 years old, averages $417. Newer build homes, 3 to 10 years old, average around $411 per square foot, and buyers are paying more for a house built in the 1950s than one built just last year. They're not buying square footage, they're buying the lot, the address, and the school zone. And it's feeding a completely different school district than everything else in the video. Legacy buyers are landing almost entirely in Shawnee Mission East, Everything I've walked you through so far, 66221 and Stilwell feed into Blue Valley, while Cedar Creek feeds into the Olathe School District. Same county, 2 corridors, and they're not blending into each other. Unlike the new construction zip codes, this side of the market isn't accelerating at all. 66208 sold 16 homes worth $36.7 million in the first half of the year, and 16 homes worth $36.2 million in the second half. Flat. Old money doesn't chase volume. It just keeps buying the same handful of streets at the same price at a premium. Put the two halves next to each other and the pattern is simple. Wherever a stretch of the county has major employers and a top-ranked school district stacked in the same footprint, that's where the volume is. And wherever neither of those things is changing, the money that was already there just keeps buying the same streets at whatever price that requires. Most people only ever see one half of the map, and now you've seen both, and you know which one actually fits where you are in life. If you're relocating to Johnson County and trying to figure out on which side of this map fits your life, comment Johnson below and I'll send you my relocation guide along with a way to get on my calendar directly. That's the Redbow Standard, a smooth, informed move, not a guessing game. I'm Hannah Murrell and this is Living in Johnson County, and I'll see you on the next one.